Hi, I'm Lisa. In this short tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a simple greeting card using Coreal Paintshop Pro 14. In a folder on my hard drive, I have a colorful, almost dramatic picture of tulips in a field. I am going to open this picture using the folder icon on the left upper side of the screen. An open file dialog box appears and I click on the name of the picture, tulips. In the lower part of the dialog box, a thumbnail of the picture appears, so I can make sure I select the one that I want. Clicking the open button will open the picture. In Coreal PSP, you can use layers to build up a picture and to create special effects. My goal is to embed a portrait within the picture. The tulips are on one layer. The portrait is to be placed on a second. In the tulips layer, I'm going to make a transparent area in the form of an oval. This transparent area will show a part of the portrait layer. From the toolbar on the left, I select an oval out of the standard shapes. Before I draw an oval, I select a very bright green to draw the outline and the filling. To do this, I click once left and once right on that color. I choose this green because it very seldom appears on the photo. In very special cases, I would have chosen another color. Now I can draw the oval on the tulips layer. I just drag it on the picture. It doesn't have to be on the exact place or have the correct size. The layer palette on the right of my screen shows a layer has been added. Coreal PSP adds a layer for a number of drawing functions, so you can change attributes later on. With a click on the check mark in this shape settings, I am leaving this drawing function. Now I can choose the select tool. Handles around the oval appear. With these handles I can change the place, size and shape of the oval. I'm happy with it. Now I'm going to combine the two layers using the layer menu. You can see the two layers became one. Making the green part of this picture transparent is very easy now. In the toolbar I have two eraser tools. Dragging one of them over a picture layer will make that part transparent. The difference between the two eraser tools is that the background eraser will only erase parts in one specific color. This is why I have drawn the oval in very bright green. I make sure that the setting, sampling is once, opacity is 100% and the tolerance is 0 in the background eraser settings. That will ensure only the green is to be made transparent. Now I can drag the eraser tool over the green oval. The transparency will be shown as a checkerbox pattern. When the eraser tool is too small or too big, just press and hold the Alt key and drag up or down. Its size will change. As you can see, only the green will be removed, even if I go well over the border of the oval. To make sure I have removed all the green, I can zoom in and out. Now it's time to open the portrait picture. I do this as I did with the tulip picture. Once opened, I first choose the select tool. Handles will appear around the portrait picture. Next I press the Ctrl and the C key on the keyboard. Now a copy is made. I switch back to the tulips picture by clicking its tab. Next, I choose Paste as a new layer from the Edit menu. You can see the portrait appearing as a new layer on top of the tulips layer. New layers will be always on top of the other layers. I want the portrait layer under the tulip layer. I accomplish this by going to the layer pane and dragging the portrait layer. Now for the first time you can see the effect as planned. Only the part of the portrait layer that's under the transparent part of the tulip layer is visible. While the portrait layer is still selected, you can drag and resize it by dragging its handles. Now I'm happy with the size and the placement of the portrait. I'm going to combine the tulips and the portrait layer with the layer menu. The basic greeting card is ready now. I could decorate it a little further with whatever I like. In this case, I have chosen a greeting text on the upper side. There's one thing left to be aware of. Let's open the file information of this picture in the menu. In this case, and in fact most of all cases, the size of the card isn't the size of a real postcard. Printing it would give a card too big or too small to send. I can correct this by resizing the file. Again with the menu, I can change the width and the height of the file. Standard is 6 by 4 inch for a postcard. With a card of this size, we can easily choose a resolution of 300 dpi. That means every square inch of the card is made up of 300 by 300 is 90,000 pixels. So we'll have a real sharp image for printing. Finally, for the sake of speed, I have never saved my work during this tutorial. I advise you to frequently save your work. Well, I guess that's it for this tutorial. Try experimenting a little more. Your imagination is the limit. Have fun.